Okay, before we dive into today's video, I need to explain something. In my last video, I shared why I couldn't come back to Bali and I had to cancel my flights twice. But as you can see, I finally made it back and I'm so happy to be here again. So thank you so much to everyone for your support these weeks. We are celebrating today that I'm finally back in my creative space because you're going to learn a lot from today's video. So I want you to take notes, please, because this is very important, and even more if you are a beginner photographer. If you've been struggling to book photography clients online and nobody's getting back to you and you're not making any money, chances are that you are making one of these 3 terrible mistakes at least. But don't worry, because in today's video I'm going to show you how to fix them. And the last mistake is something nobody talks about. I've never heard any photographer talk about this, and it's one of the most important things to fix if you want to get paid clients. The first mistake that every beginner photographer makes, and I was the first one to make it a million times till I realized people weren't getting back to me, and there was a big reason for it. Your portfolio is not clear. Probably you are relying on Instagram and that's it. Everyone has an Instagram account, even cats, dogs, pets of all sorts. So please, if you want to look professional, have a website, and apart from having a website, make a clear portfolio. You can shoot within many niches. I always recommend you to do this on my channel because many of you struggle to choose one, like I did. So my main niche would be portrait photography, and you're gonna see that in my website a lot. So 80% of the vibe of my website is portrait photography, but then I have it very well categorized to divide those niches. So if you approach a fashion brand, please don't send a portfolio with a mix of sports photography, events photography, fashion, portrait, food photography, because right away they're not gonna get back to you. They're not gonna even finish reading your email because you're gonna look amateur. Even if you are amazing, let's say you are amazing at all sorts of photography, doesn't matter. If you are targeting a fashion brand, send a portfolio or the link to that part of your website just with fashion photos. This is super important because nowadays, if you are targeting a fashion brand, they're gonna want someone who is an expert in fashion photography. And if you send them a mixed portfolio, they're not gonna consider you an expert in fashion, okay? And as I've just said, don't rely on Instagram, because everyone has it and you're not going to differentiate yourself from others. And nowadays, there is a lot of competition, so you really need to separate yourself from others by being very professional from the beginning. So please have a website. There are incredible platforms out there and very affordable, very cheap. And most importantly, you don't need graphic design skills because probably that's why you are overwhelmed. I have a website since I started in photography 15 years ago, and I was doing it myself, and it was a pain in the ass. I took months to do a very crappy one. But now you don't have an excuse because you have so many to choose from with templates already. You just have to swap the photos and the text and that's it. You don't even need to design it. There are so many, as I've just said, but you guys loved a platform I've shared not long ago where you can create all the graphic design assets you really need for your photography business, and you can also create websites with it. I didn't talk about that before, but you can create websites. And that platform, it's called design.com. And I'm going to show you right now how easy it is for you to don't get overwhelmed when you are creating your own photography website. So this is the platform, design.com. And as you can see here, you can create your own logo, you can create business cards, you can create all assets you need for social media, and this is a must. It's not an option anymore because it is what it is. Now a very big chunk of clients come from social media. So you have templates here for every social media platform, and it's very easy because it's all branded. I'm gonna show you in a bit. But if you go here to websites, you have the website builder, a link in bio for your socials as well, digital business cards, and then domain names, which you will need to look professional. This is going to be your business name. So mine is Laura BC. That's it. I didn't even say Laura BC Photography. My website is laurabc.com, period. And so many of you ask me this in the mentorships. How would I name my business? Should it be my name and surname? Should it be something completely different? My personal recommendation, but you can do whatever and it works as well, please. So this is up to you. As I've been growing and people interview me, Sony interviewed me, Canon interviewed me, it's much better that my name goes into those interviews because it's me who are interviewing, right? Laura. So I think if you call your business something completely different, if in the future you grow, it's gonna look a bit awkward. Not awkward, but people are gonna have to remember your business name if it's different from your name and your name. But this is just my personal opinion, please. So let's go to Website Builder here, and you will see so many pre-made designs. And it's already branded. Here on the left you can see it, because I've already done things with Design.com, and Design.com by AI recognized my style and is showing me a lot of clean and minimal styles, and you can see here everything that is recommending me. But if you untick branded, you are going to see all the templates to choose from. And you can even put here if you like photography, and it's going to show you right away the best templates for portrait photography. You can choose wedding photography, portrait, drone photography. I'm gonna choose this one for instance. And you can modify here all you want. You just have to click, and then here in the right, you can modify the text, everything you want, even the template here. You can swap. You see how it changes? I really like this one, the one from the beginning, so the photo is more clear. So you can design everything yourself, swap your photos, the text, then you can also change the font if you like. You can do everything you want and then hit publish. And as you can see here in the left, is adding the logo I created with Design.com, because I have a different video where I show you how to do this. I'm gonna link it below as well if you want to check it out, but you can create your own logo. So I really like Design.com because you can create everything in one place. You don't need to have a million accounts in different platforms. You can have everything here. Website builder, logo, business cards design, digital media assets for social media, everything you need to create for your photography business, you can do it in Design.com in a very easy way with graphic design skills. And today, you're gonna have an 80% discount in your logo through the link I'm going to add below. So please check it out because I'm sure you're going to love it, and you can create everything you want very easily with graphic design skills. The second mistake would be inconsistent branding. This is the most unprofessional thing you can do as well. You are using maybe different fonts in every single post online, or your website have a very messy design, or maybe you are handling flyers or business cards that don't match with each other. If you want to look professional nowadays, you have to have everything branded. And again, you can do everything in Design.com, and I do have a specific video, very easy to follow, where I show you how to do your own branding by yourself with the graphic design skills. By the end of that video, you are going to be able to know how to do the branding by yourself, because I tell you everything you need to know. Everything about fonts, social media assets, the colors, how to find the right color palette for your brand. So please check it out. I'm gonna link it down below because it's going to help you with all of this and much more. And also, this is incredibly important. Why you have to have a very good branding from the very beginning? First of all, people are going to remember you. If you create a consistent branding, every time you're going to share something online, people are going to know it's yours. And that's the best marketing ever. And the second thing, which is super important as well, if you're approaching a client online, people are going to take half a second to judge you. Please don't even dare to approach any potential client online unless you have your portfolio on point and your branding. Why? Because in that half a second, they are going to judge you like an amateur, and guess what? Even if in a month you have everything on point and so beautifully made, they're not gonna come back to your website. They're not going to trust you. Because they already checked, they didn't like it, you already saw them, you are a beginner, and even if you get better later in a few months and your website looks amazing and the branding looks amazing, they're not gonna look back to your website. They're not gonna revisit your website. So please be patient and have everything ready before you start to approach clients, okay? And this mistake I'm going to be talking about right now is something nobody talks about and is incredibly important. I did a very long course time ago on web design, but it was web design to lead clients. And it was a game changer for my own website because I wasn't leading clients for my website. Yeah, I had a portfolio, but nobody was booking me. You really have to be persuasive in your website to lead clients and get paid. What's the point of having a portfolio if you are not leading clients and you are not getting money? Right? So this mistake would be to have a very confusing contact form and booking process. people don't know how to book you because all your details are all over the place, or you don't have enough call to actions in your website. This, oh my God, like when I had a website, I think like in the menu, the classic contact menu is not enough. It's not enough. So you go to my website, you're going to see now that in every portfolio, in every single niche, I don't have a button that says contact me or let's talk, which is more casual. This is up to you. So you have to make sure you have the right contact form and you have enough call to actions. If you have a platform like design.com, for instance, it's going to help you with this because you don't have to think about this. Let's go to this template, preserving your precious memories. And you can see here the lens, you can swap the photos or do everything you want, but the template, it's already made for that. So the first thing you see here, it's my logo. I would do it smaller, it's very big. That looks very tacky, so don't do that. And then if you go down, you see right away, the first thing you see, schedule a photo shoot. Okay, you go down, you can put whatever you want. We offer the following. You can customize everything. Again, book a shooting today and the contact form here. So just in the main page, without having to go through the menus, they have two ways to contact you. At the very first second, they find your website, which is here, and then when they go down and they know more about you, you have the official contact form. And then in the menu, I would add as well the contact me. Have it everywhere because it's never enough and you have to make things very easy for clients, okay? Because you will think that, yeah, people are gonna go through the menus and they're gonna check the contact and about me sections. No. Nowadays, we are all very busy and we want everything super fast. More than ever, because we are all scrolling, I don't know at which speed, which is insane for everything. So you have to have everything in a tray for your potential clients to book you. And again, you're going to have an 80% discount through the link below. And if you want to learn how to make consistent income every single month as a photographer, which is very hard to achieve and more when we start, I'm gonna link a video here to show you how to do that. And as usual, like the video if you took something good from it and subscribe to my channel if you didn't yet because I share weekly videos. Mwah! Big love from Bali.